Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to take you through a speed build tour of the dream treehouse for my Simself Monkey D. Crispy. I completed this in a stream a couple of months ago, but I haven't actually got around to editing it into a full video until now. So I'll give a bit of voiceover explaining the inspiration and some of my thought process along the way, and give a little slideshow at the end of the completed build. Now if you're wondering why my Simself is called Monkey D. Crispy, the reason is that the main character of One Piece, which is an anime series that I'm fond of, is called Monkey D. Luffy, and I thought since this is a treehouse, it's fitting to have my character named after a monkey, and I've just changed Luffy's name for my screen name Crispy. Okay, well let's just jump in. Okay, so I thought the best neighborhood for this build would be in Selvadorada, seeing as though that's a full jungle environment. Unfortunately, because it is included in a game pack jungle adventure, it is marked as a holiday destination, which is problematic because I wanted my sim to be able to permanently live there. Actually, my sim lives in a beach house on Solani and can visit this tree house as a holiday destination. But here's hoping there'll be an update in the future which will make it able to live in permanently, because they did the flip side of that and made some of the normal neighborhood into rentable holiday locations. So I really needed to base this build around the tree in the center, seeing as it is a tree house, and I wanted my build to blend in with the environment, look like it's a part of the jungle, look like you're just stumbling onto this secret hideaway that you could just climb on up into and feel like you're part of the jungle. So I had to create a second floor, delete the first floor, and that way you've got a floor that's floating, and so you can add pillars to that and give the illusion of a supported structure. And then I made the building wrap around the tree and used bridges to join those together. Now I've seen a lot of good Sims builders on YouTube, and to be honest, looking at some of their work, it's a bit frightening. They can create some really great builds. And so when I embarked to create this build, I thought, how on earth can I create a build that can match the quality of work that's out there? So really that fear was holding me back a bit. But when I decided, look, I'll just let go of that fear and just create something, even if it's not good, even if it looks trash, I'll just carry on with it, then that actually opened up the ability to just create without being held back. So with that mindset, I really approached this with uninhibited creativity. So firstly, I had to just create a basic shell to work with, and then as I went further along, I could add more details, because what I've learned is that I can get caught up in small details, spend an hour on that and not get anywhere. So now what I've realized is I actually just have to get in there, create a basic structure, and then once that groundwork is laid, I can get moving on those more intricate details, which I actually enjoy that part of it more so. Maybe in the future I might work with a shell and just work on the interior designing aspect, because that's what I enjoy the best. But it is good to challenge myself and try and create a shell as well. And the lovely Twitch streamer H2O Queen helped me out with some building tips on this one, giving some ideas of how to warp the roof to get a curved feature, which I really liked. It made it look a bit more natural than those sharp lines. And I've blended different colors into the thatching of the roof just to mix it up a little bit and have, you know, a bit of green and that sort of straw look too. And I guess I was inspired by the Ewoks in Star Wars, those homes that are elevated up in the trees and have these little huts and bridges that wind around, and that's what I was trying to realize here, but with my own sort of spin on it. And as you can see, what I've ended up with is these four corners, not the ABC show I might add, and between those four corners is four distinct wings of the treehouse. And you'll see as I go into the interior, I've actually carried out an idea of designing each wing distinctively with a color scheme. And then you'll see in the wing that has the fireplace, I've put in a skylight there just to let that natural light in if the Sims wanted to sit in that library and enjoy a good book. I don't know how cold it gets in Selvadorada, but I don't know. There are other holiday homes that have a fireplace, I think, so I don't think it's too out of the ordinary. And I've also added stairs to another wing so that you don't have to enter from the front and walk all the way around. You can actually enter from a few different ways. Just makes it easier to navigate the house. This was also designed with an entertainment focus so that I could invite other Sims over and have them for a party. So that's why you'll see that the kitchen area is what spills out onto the dance floor on the deck, and then down into the garden where you can look out over the beautiful view of the jungle. And you can see there's a little outdoor loo there too, a nod to the very natural environment of this build. And then the final wing, which goes up to the main bedroom of my Simself, which can also be accessed by a shortcut ladder that goes up there. Okay, so let me go through each of the wings. So the front main entrance, you come in through the dirt path, you can climb up the ladder and enter the main entrance, which is a bit of a little entertaining and sitting room. The color scheme of this room is more greens and browns, and I've put a little grass mat at the entrance, and you will see throughout the whole build I've put a lot of greenery just to make it look lush and integrated with the landscape. So you can see there's a few games like dartboard and I don't even know what that is. I don't know, there's like some wooden sculpture, I don't know. Some weird Sims game. Okay, I just put any game to make it an entertainment room. And some cute fairy lights, a jukebox. Yeah, just a few little items that make it feel cozy. The Sims will feel welcomed once they enter. Okay, so that's the south wing. Now, let's go to the east wing. The east wing has been designed specifically for my cousin who wanted to live in my treehouse as well. So I've made that definitely a white color scheme, as that's right down her alley. She's got her own ensuite there and some little plants in there, makeup stand, and the ladder which goes up to a little loft room there. It was supposed to be her cat's room, but I don't have that expansion. So in this build, I just made it a little kid's bedroom with some little bookshelves and that. But you know, you can download it off the gallery and make it whatever you want. I'm not going to judge you. Alright, and then, oh, this is my favorite one, the West Wing. Isn't that like what the White House is called? This one has turquoise colors, which surprised me. I don't normally go for that color. However, one of the items had that color swatch, and then I just decided to go with it. And this has now become my favorite room of the house. I just love the colors, how they come together, and it just feels so warm and cozy with those bookshelves and the fireplace. I just love to sit there and read and have that nice jungle sun coming through. And then the northern wing, which is red color scheme, because I believe red and yellow are colors which encourage hunger. I think so, because that's what McDonald's logo is designed as. So they must be onto something. Here we've got the dining room and kitchen and bar area. As I said, it's got an entertaining focus to this house, and the Sims can also spill out onto the garden overlooking the cliff, where there's an outdoor cooking pot as well if they just want to sit and have, I don't know, soup, macaroni cheese, whatever you want to put in there. And conveniently joined to this so that it's quick access to the kitchen is my main bedroom, which also has an ensuite connected to it. You'll see my favorite color is blue, so that's what the color scheme is for this room, and specifically a dark navy blue. So of course I've added a gaming console in my room. For some reason in The Sims 4 you cannot sit on the bed and play your games, which I don't know why that is, because I feel like in the previous Sims games you could do that, but for whatever reason they've limited that, so my Sim has to stand up and play Xbox. Yeah, very disappointed. A little study area there with the computer and some photos and a full standing mirror, of course. As I said before, quick access with a ladder. And of course I've added a lot of windows which let the natural air in, and a lot of high windows as well in those loft bedrooms. But I would really want fly screens on those windows, especially if there's a lot of mosquitoes here. We don't want malaria. We want to be safe in this house. I must note that the torches on this build are a custom content item called the Might Rate Flaming Ball Trophy by the Gmo 7, the only custom content item for this build. So I'll link in the description there how you can download that one, so that when you download it from the gallery, you've got that in working order. So this was really the dream house for my Simself and myself, and by creating it I've made the dream into a reality. Well, a virtual reality. It'd be hard to make this into real life reality. That would cost a lot of money, which I don't have. So I'm just going to vicariously live through my Sim. So yeah, as I said at the start, I felt a bit frightened, but what I found from my experience of building this and my encouragement to you is you will be surprised by what you can achieve. Look, even if you do make mistakes, it's just a process and you've got to trust the process, learn from those mistakes, or maybe even errors. Maybe they're not complete errors because they actually open up new possibilities, new opportunities, new directions to the build which you may not have thought of if you didn't give yourself the chance to make those mistakes. The less pressure you put on yourself and I put on myself, the more creativity can just naturally flow. You know, when I just let myself go and enjoy the build, eventually it'll just click. So yeah, by the end of this, I can say that confidently I am happy with this build, and I say that with all humility. So yay for not being held back by fear. And there's always room for growth. So whatever you do create, of course, you can still look at it, learn, and make an even better build next time. And the thing I really love about building on stream is that it becomes a team effort. Enjoy receiving tips from my viewers. Sometimes I get stuck and then give a bit of a suggestion and just prods me forward. I don't think everything has to be competitive. Sometimes it's nice just to cooperate. It's always nice building in community. I think that's all I need to say on this build. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give a thumbs up and leave your comments below of what you think. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and also click on that bell icon so that you get notified every time there's a new video. And you can see the finished treehouse there. And of course, in the description, I'll link how you can download that from the gallery. And as always, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!